Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jake, here with another video. And today, we're going to be doing a little video over this most recent update. We got a ton of new playables, and most of them are a lot of badge unlockables, which is super awesome. I haven't seen any of the prices yet, and so you guys are probably going to get my raw reaction. So I didn't stream this update, guys. I was asleep. But anyways, we got new herbivore playables. Udanoceratops, we got Nothronychus, we got Dreadnoughtus, which I've been asking for Dreadnoughtus. I literally asked for Dreadnoughtus like one of my last streams was like, hey, Dreadnoughtus, it'd be cool if we get a galactic Dreadnoughtus, just saying, because I know Galbaro wants we want a remodel of Galbaro and they want to reconceptualize it, but that's for another video. We got new carnivores. We got Eotyrannus, Megalosaurus, and Yangchuanosaurus. I don't know if we're gonna get Retro Megalosaurus moved on from Torvo to Megalosaurus. It might just stay. I don't know. And the new omnivore playables, which is crazy because we need more omnivore playables. Fukuivenator, never heard of that thing. Anzu, I have heard of that. If you guys have played Ark. And then Paraxenisaurus, which I believe is a Therizinosaur, which I love this. Mind, I love this. Having like 100 days, 25, 50 days, giving there another reason to do a certain amount of days. I love this. This is an awesome addition. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And the first one up is this little, what is this thing called? Udanoceratops. Kind of reminds me of Psittacosaurus. Kind of a similar vibe, although it'd be nice to have Psittaco. Hopefully we can get Psittaco one of these days. Let's go ahead and check this guy out. We got the roar animation. We got the growl animation. With a little bit of the idle right there. See the call animation. We got the bite. Just looks like a simple peck of some sort. Here's the AoE. Guys look nice and strong. Let's see. We get the eat animation. Here's the eat. Oh, he browses up. Interesting. Then we have the drink animation. Just a nice simple drink. Nice simple drink. We got the swim animation. We got the sprint swim. Good, if I can get back up. We got the walk animation, which is, I like that. That's a nice walk animation. It's nice and simple. We got the sprint animation. Solid stuff, solid stuff. Alright, and here's the sleep animation. Nice simple sleep animation. Yeah, solid model, and for the amount of days that it takes for herbivore, I'm here for it. I don't know how much people are going to play it because it's kind of got low stats, but, who knows? It could be meta. It could have insane range. But anyways, guys, on to the next one. Alright, guys, and next up, we have the Nothronychus. Nothronychus. I think this guy might be related to Therizinosaur. It very much looks to be the case. But let's go ahead and look at the roar animation. See the growl. See the call. See the bite. Got hand swipes, and it's got a pet. Ooh. Okay, well, it's got 3. It's got, well, technically 4. It's got that bite. It's got 2 arm swings. And it's got that big body one, apparently. Because that was not the AoE. Yeah, that's not the AoE. Anyways, let's look at the AoE. Interesting stuff. See the walk animation. Nice simple walk animation. See the sprint animation. I was expecting it to bend over a bit, but this makes sense too. Let's see the drink animation and eat. Let's see the eat. Solid eat animation. And then the drink animation. Just a nice simple drink. Nothing too crazy. See the swim. This is not a semi-aquatic. But there's the swim animations for you guys. Alright, guys. And here's the sleep animation for this guy. Solid sleep animation. Kind of a bit of kink in your neck right there. After a while. Ugh. But anyways, guys. Yeah, and this guy, again, probably, I don't know how much this guy will be used. He's only got 1.7k health and 177 damage. So he could be used, possibly, but we'll honestly have to give it a few, weeks before we really see if this guy is worth the while. Anyways, guys, on to the next one. Alright, guys, and here, next up, we have Dreadnoughtus, and this is a big sauropod. This is one of the largest sauropods known to man. I think it's one of the heaviest. I think, because it's Argentinosaurus is the tallest, and the Dreadnoughtus is, I think, it's either the longest or the heaviest. It's something like that. It was not that long ago that I think it was discovered. And I mean, yeah, and it's in comparison size-wise, it's up there with Argent. Argent's got like 6,700 health. This thing's got 6,000 health, 208 damage. So it's very well you could see people using this thing in war. But let's go ahead and look at the animations. So you got, let's see, the roar. This guy's nice and loud. Here's the growl. This guy's shaking. That's an interesting sound. And then here's the call. Very interesting, very interesting. I'd love to see some skins put onto this guy. Now we got another really, really big sauropod. Let's see some walk animation. See the walk. Solid walk. See the sprint. God, this thing's terrifying running at you. See the E. Oh, is that the idol? Oh, that's the idol. Oh, it's like a bull. My God. Horrifying. See the E animation? That's when it's eating down. It bends down, okay? And then a tree, it stands up and eats. There aren't a whole lot of trees where this guy would have to stand up and eat. There's some, but there's not a lot. Let's go ahead and see the drink animation. Right on. And then let's see the swim animations. Hop in here. Solid stuff. Sprint, swim. Then let's see the attack animations. See the bite. It actually bites you. It's got a 4-second cooldown. Yeah, it looks like it's got the bite. It's got a kick. Okay, that's something different. It'll kick you in the face. It's got an actual bite. That would be horrifying to get bitten by something this big. It's got a tail swipe, which makes sense. So a bite, a kick, and a tail swipe. See the AoE? Interesting. So it slams on the ground. It looks a little thin in comparison to a lot of the other sauropods. You got kind of a thin body, but this guy is big. It's a big guy right here. And yeah, Dreadnoughtus being the next biggest sauropod. I think it's a tier in between Paraxenisaurus and Argentinosaurus probably. Hopefully, I know Pig Primo was talking about doing a galactic barrel remodel, and reconceptualizing it. And I'm gonna try to make a whole video or a short or something about this. If that is the case, that he wants to reconceptualize it, please just make a new thing. Don't reconceptualize G-Barrel. That's for a whole nother video, but I figured I'll just drop it here for everybody. Alright, guys, and here is the sleep animation for the Dreadnoughtus. He just like spreads his legs. That's like a dog laying down. I'm surprised he keeps his neck up when he's laying down. I would have thought he'd put his neck down. He's bringing it down slowly. Is he gonna do it? Nope. Nope. There, he's not safe enough. You cannot sleep now. There are monsters nearby. But anyways, guys, on to the next one. Alright, guys, and next we have this little guy, which is Eotyrannus, right? Yes. Eotyrannus. And this guy's got a lot of health, surprisingly. This guy's only got like 100 less health than Nothronychus, which is insane. But anyways, guys, this is the 25-day creature. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at the animations of this guy. See the bite? That is quick. Got a quick bite. Okay. Looks like it's only got one bite, though. From the looks of it. Let's see AoE. Interesting. Walk animation. Solid stuff. Sprint animation. That's a good sprint animation. I vibe with that. That's pretty good. See the drink animation. Can get close enough to the water. Solid drink. Oh wait, did it turn around? Hold on, let's look at that whole animation. Drinks. I think that was idle right there at the end there. Did it eat? Oh my god. Holy! Oh my god. You mean to tell me this thing pumped out that egg? The poor creature. Oh my god. The egg is the same size. But yeah, this guy, pretty solid stuff. That was the eat animation. Just a simple bite and pull off. Yeah. Let's see the roars. Here's the roar. That's the idle animation right there. See the growl. Interesting. Here's the call. Solid stuff. Really vibe with this creature. It's got really good animations and everything. Here's the sleep animation. On to the next one, guys. Alright, guys. And right next up, we have Megalosaurus, which this guy looks mean. This guy looks awesome. I don't know. This guy just looks super awesome. Super well detailed, especially in the face. Look at those scales. Really great stuff. There's the idle animation right there. Give it a little smile. Here's the walk animation. Solid. Here's the sprint animation. Interesting. That's an interesting sprint animation. Oh, there's the idle again. I guess the other idle. Here's the roar. Wow. Here's the growl. It's idle animation again. Here's the call. Genuinely a really solid creature already. Here's the bite. For some reason, he bites like a sauropod. Couldn't tell you why. See the AoE. See the eat animation. Oh my god, that egg is still so massive. Again, this poor creature. That egg makes him look really small. See the drink animation? Solid creature overall. Here's a walk. Sprint, yep. And then here's the sleep animation. Solid sleep animation. Pretty cool. Anyways, guys, on to the next one. Alright, guys, and now we have Yangchuanosaurus. And this guy's got 2300 health, 220 damage. Definitely got a good amount of health. It's above Eotyrannus, so I think this guy's probably around the apex territory at this point, because this is the 100-day carnivore badge. See the walk animation. It's alright. See the sprint. Again, it's alright. See the bite. There's the idle, I guess. Here's the bite. Here's another bite. Here's another bite. Okay, so it does 2 bites and a headbutt. No, there you go. There's another bite. Alright, then here's the AoE. That's gonna be an interesting looking one whenever it's sprinting, yeah. I'm always kind of iffy about the ones where they move whenever they do their AoE, because it kind of look weird whenever you're walking. Here's the roar. Here's the growl. Here's the call. Interesting. Oh, there's an idol right there. Just sniffing the air. Solid stuff. See the eat animation. Again, a massive egg. I promise you guys, these guys are pretty big. There's the eat. It's just these eggs are massive for some reason. Here's the drink. Brothers laying Argent's eggs for him. And then here is the sleep animation. Ooh. Just a nice, simple sleep loafing up. Solid stuff. Alright, anyways, guys, on to the next ones. Alright, guys, and now we have Fukuivenator, which is an omnivore. This thing is an omnivore. It is apparently, supposedly, like a basal Paraxenisaurid. It is kind of closely related to Paraxenisaurid. Paraxenisaurus. It's one of the early ancestors of it, I think. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I mean, this thing looks awesome. I like the coloration. I like the beak, or like not the beak, but obviously like this like thing right here. Let's see the roars. Interesting. Hear the growl, and it blinks. Let's hear the call. Got really interesting sounds. He likes to peg himself. All right, let's see the eat animation. Let's see that again. Eyebrowsing it. Yeah, it's just eyebrowsing. All right. See the drink animation. Okay, if I can get close enough to the water. Oh my god, the water's so far down there. Go here. Nice drink animation. Nice and simple. Solid stuff. Oh, there's the swim animations. See the roar. See the growl. See the call. See the AoE. Oh my god, it jumps at you. Here's the bite. Got 2 claw swipes and a bite. And 2 bites. There's 2 different kind of bites. Okay. Walk animation. Sprint animation. All stuff. This guy's only got like, what, 680 health? 650 health, 90 damage. You're probably not going to see this thing, even if it has really good range. It's unlikely for you to see it very much, even though it's got a really low attack rate. It's very unlikely to see a bunch of these guys, and I could be completely wrong about that. But here's the sleep animation. Another solid sleep animation. Love the fact that we're still getting sleep animations. But anyways, guys, on to the next one. Alright, guys, and up next we have Anzu, which has got really bright feather colorations, which is really awesome. This is not something you usually see in base creatures, and look at all the feathers in it. That's a lot of feathers, just like right there. It's pretty good. See the roar? That is a very strange sound. You hear the growl? Interesting. Hear the call? Interesting. See the eat animation. It's kind of dark over here. Can I eat that? You don't want to eat that? Okay, let's try and eat this. It's a nice, like, tiny animation. You can see the walk animation. Solid walk. It's got a nice bounce to it. See the sprint. It's an alright sprint. Solid. It gets the job done. Let's see the drink animation. And get over here. Just a nice simple drink. And let's see the bite animation. Those are really fast swipes. I don't even know. I might not even be able to tell if I'm being bitten by an Anzu, honestly, with some of these, with those hand swipes. Like, I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to tell a little bit. The AoE. Interesting. See the sleep animation. Another solid sleep animation. Alright, guys, on to the next one. Alright, guys, and finally we have Paraxes, which is actually closely related to Dinosaurus, I think. Correct me in the comments if I am wrong. This guy's super awesome. I've been a big Paraxes fan for a while now. Here's the roar. Oh my god. He's got a deep bellow. Here's the growl. Imagine this thing lives in a swamp and you just hear that sound. You just hear... like in a bog or something. Horrifying. Here's the call. This guy genuinely has some horrifying roars. I'd love to see him get some Halloween skins someday. Here's the bite. Just a simple peck. Just 2 different ones of them. Is there any others? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Here's the AoE. He kicks you with AoE? What an interesting choice. What an interesting choice. Here's the walk animation, which is great. It's nice and bouncy. Solid walk animation. Here's the sprint. It's not bad. I vibe with it. Here's the eat animation. Here is the drink animation. Solid drink. And here's the swim animations. Because this guy is like semi-aquatic. Yeah, kind of like, he doesn't like turn his direction when he swims, but hit me. He doesn't swim slowly. As you can see, I'm swimming at 33. Like, this guy is semi-aquatic. He just doesn't like function like a normal semi-aquatic for some reason. And that's interesting. He's like Dinosaurus, I guess, but like less than. Very interesting creature. It's got pretty good health, not super great damage. Around Eotyrannus' health. I don't know if this thing's going to get used very much, but personally, I'm a fan of it. I like its colors, and I do like Paraxes, so, and I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. Sorry. But anyways, guys. Alright, guys, and that's all of the new badge unlockable creatures from this, ranging from 25 to 50 to 100 days, each individually, and it went in order from herbivore, carnivore, omnivore. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this update and what you think of the new creatures, and if you think any of them are going to be meta. I'm not sure any of them are going to be, but anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!